Ho messo gli occhi su di te, tu sei diversa e non lo sai, tu ballerini tra di noi, ma sono tristi gli occhi tuoi, è come sei, somigli un po' a me. Ho messo gli occhi su di te, per una storia che non so, che vuoi nascondere ma che sta tutta là negli occhi tuoi, è come sei, somigli un po' a me. Balla, non pensiamoci, balla, divertiamoci, balla, sorridiamoci, balla, e diciamoci basta. Ho messo gli occhi su di te, tu sei diversa e non lo sai, qualcosa vuoi dimenticare, tu balli e non ti stanchi mai, è come sei, somigli un po' a me.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to the latest Starfury Facebook Live event, where we're going to be discussing Starfury events and let you know what's going on. The focus of tonight's event is going to be the Vampire Ball, and that's our convention celebrating Buffy the Vampire Slayer that's taking place next week. We also have something for fans of Once Upon a Time at the end of the show, a little bit of fun for them, but the focus of the main parts of this show is going to be looking at the Vampire Ball and how we're going to be running that event when it takes place next week. Now, we've had a 2-year hiatus. We haven't been able to have it was from November 2019 straight through to September 2021. We were unable to hold a convention due to the pandemic and lockdown, but Starfury is now back. Yes, we're back. We've held 2 very successful events. Last month, we held Starfury Crossroads 3, our supernatural event that was headed with Misha Collins, and that was a huge success. Everybody had a great time, and all the guests and attendees all said they felt very safe at the event as well. And last week, we ran our final Once Upon a Time event, Enchanted 3, which again was a great success. All the attendees and the guests had a great time. So Starfury's now definitely back. We're back, and we have our next event, which is our annual celebration of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the Vampire Ball, and that event is taking place next week. In fact, this time, next Friday, we'll all be getting ready for the opening ceremony of that event. So with the Vampire Ball just a week ago, just a week to go to the Vampire Ball, you're going to want to know how we're going to be running it, how the schedule will go, and what to expect. So I'm going to go through that all tonight. Now, the guests who will be attending this event that we have joining us for the Vampire Ball are Emma Caulfield. We also have Harry Groner, Yari Limon, Camden Toy, Georges Genty. From Dollhouse, we have Miracle Laurie and Alison Scagliotti from Warehouse 13. So those are the guests that we have attending the Vampire Ball next week. We've got 7 guests. Now, given that we're coming out of a pandemic, we want to run the event as safely as possible and to make sure that this is a safe environment for the attendees, for the guests, and the staff. And for that reason, we have a few rules that we're implementing over the event, and I'm going to go through those now. We did these at Crossroads 3 last month, and we also did them at Enchanted last week as well, and it all worked very well. So we're going to implement these safety measures next week at the Vampire Ball. Now, the first safety measure is that we're going to be asking attendees to show proof of being fully vaccinated against COVID-19. Now, you can do this either by showing your vaccine passport, which you can get on your NHS app, or you can request proof of a vaccination document from the NHS, or bring along your blue card that you received when you got your vaccine. But the easiest way, you just download the NHS app. That gives you a QR code, and we scan that when you arrive. We do appreciate not everybody wants to use the NHS app or has a mobile phone. So again, we'll accept the blue card, or we'll accept NHS documentation. And if you're coming from abroad, we will accept foreign COVID passports as well. Now, of course, not everybody is able to get vaccinated. Some people have medical reasons or psychological reasons or whatever reasons they can't get vaccinated for, or just haven't been able to get vaccine yet. So if you haven't been vaccinated, then what we're asking you to do is bring along with you proof of having had a negative COVID test taken within 24 hours of arriving at the event. Now, you can get COVID tests free of charge on the NHS. They'll send you 7 test kits, and when you take the test, there's a QR code at the top of it. You scan that in, goes on the NHS website, and they'll send you a text which confirms that you've had a negative test. And you just have to show that text when you arrive at the event. If you want to know how to get hold of the NHS, get for free off the NHS the COVID flow tests, then just go on our website. We have a link on our website so you know how to get those. Now, so we have on the website, we have both a link also, as well as being able to download, to go on the website, on our website. Not only do we have the details of how you can order the COVID tests free from the NHS, we also have a link on the website for getting the NHS app, which will enable you to then get your COVID passport. Now, we are also asking attendees, if they can, to please wear a mask at the event. It's safe and sensible. We're not making it compulsory, but we are asking attendees to do it. Everybody did it at Crossroads. Not so many people did it at Enchanted 3, but at Crossroads, everybody was wearing them. It really didn't affect the event. I was at FedCon in Germany last weekend. Everybody in Germany was wearing them, and the event still felt as good as ever. It just makes everybody feel a little safer. It does make you feel a bit safer. If you can wear your mask, we will have free masks available at the event, which we'll be giving out as well over the course of the event if you don't have a mask. But if you wear one of those, of course you want to take it off when you have your photo ops, but it's sensible to wear them. If you can't wear a mask, we appreciate that, but if you can, for the safety of yourself and the other guests, we're asking all attendees to wear masks. It's just a sensible thing to do. We'll also have hand sanitizers available throughout the venue, and we would encourage attendees to use those hand sanitizers. And we're making sure that the hotel does regular deep cleans of all the function rooms that we'll be using at the event. Now, as I said, those are the precautions we'll be taking. There are some precautions you yourself could sensibly take at the event or before the event when you come along. As I said, you should bring some masks with you. Bring one with you to wear over the event. Have a spare with you in case you lose it. It would also be sensible, even if you have got a COVID passport, if you have been fully vaccinated, to get yourself some of the free test kits on the NHS. I very much recommend to everybody I know that you keep your immune system strong by taking vitamin supplements to help your immune system to fight COVID-19. I take supplements of vitamin D, vitamin C, and zinc, all of which are very good for combating viruses and boosting your immune system. I'd also very much recommend all attendees, while you're at the event, take a shower both in the morning and when you go to bed at night. Have a shower at the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, get all the sweat off you, get all the BO off you, get all the germs off you. That's a really good way. Always carry on you. We'll have it available. We'll have them available throughout the venue, but carry hand sanitizer around with you and bring your own. We'll have it there, but bring your own hand sanitizer with you. Bring some spare masks. The hotel, if you're staying at the Marriott, the hotel does a very good breakfast. So make sure you have a good meal at the start of the day. Keep yourself regularly hydrated throughout the day. Make sure that you have a clean change of clothing for every day of the event. Maybe even change your clothes twice a day at the event. Wear something for the daytime, something for the evening, and go outside regularly as well. We're all going to be in a venue all weekend. You want to go out at regular intervals just to get some fresh air. So that way we're taking some precautions. We're asking you to take a few precautions as well. And basically we want to work towards making this the safest possible event for attendees while still having a very enjoyable experience. Now, one other thing we'll also be doing is we've had some badges printed up, and we'll have a selection of badges that we will be giving out, and these will be operating a traffic light system at the event. And what we have is we have a green badge, we have an amber badge, and we have a red badge. And you can choose one of those free of charge at registration. The green badge means I don't mind being touched and I'm happy to have hugs and handshakes. An amber badge says, please don't touch me, but I'm happy to do shoulder or fist bumps. And red badge means please don't touch. So if you see somebody wearing one of those badges, please respect their choices at the event, and you can get those badges free of charge at registration. So moving on to our precautions and moving on to the event itself. Now, the event is now going to be taking place at the Marriott Windsor Heathrow Hotel. We were originally going to be at the Renaissance Hotel Heathrow, but due to the venue being quarantined and it's going to be closed until November 20th, we're now at the Marriott Windsor Heathrow. Now, the Renaissance should have, if you had a hotel room booked at the Renaissance, they should have transferred your hotel booking over to the Marriott, and you should have received an email confirmation of this by now. If you haven't received the confirmation, then you need to get on to the Marriott just to check. But they've told me that they've transferred all the room bookings and they've sent emails out to everybody so that you should have a confirmation of it being done. Now, we're going to have registration. When you arrive at the event, the first thing you do is you go to registration, and that's going to start at between 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on the Friday afternoon, and that will remain open until 8 p.m. Now, when you go to registration, what you need to bring with you is your QR code. Now, you should have received that by email, and you bring your QR code. You don't need to print it up. You can print it up if you want, but you can just have it on your mobile phone. You show them the QR code, they scan it in, and then they'll be able to find your ticket, and they'll be able to give you your badge and your registration pack for the event. You'll also have to show, when you're queuing at registration, your vaccine passport. And if you have that ready on your phone first with the QR code so they can scan that in, or alternatively, your proof of a negative COVID test. And when you've finished at registration, you'll receive a badge for the event, and you wear that badge, and that shows that you've paid to be at the event, and that will give you access to the event throughout the weekend. You'll also receive your convention program, the event schedule, and your autograph card. So make sure to hold on to those, especially your autograph card, as that's proof of the autographs that you get included with your ticket. We'll also be giving out some posters for attendees, and we'll also have available FPP2 masks. They're a high grade of masks, a higher grade. We'll have those available free of charge if anybody wants to take one of those as well. And registration's going to stay open on the Friday, And it'll also be open if you can't make the Friday evening. Registration will be open on the Saturday and the Sunday from 9 a.m. in the morning till about 5 p.m. Now, around the same time, later in the afternoon, the photo ticketing desk will be open. Now, we've actually just opened online. It should be opening around now, that you'll be able to pre-book your photo ops if you want online, and you'll be able to order them using your credit card. Alternatively, you can also purchase them with cash at the event. Now, if you pre-book your photo ops online, you'll get a QR code that you show at the photo ticketing desk, and they'll print you up your tickets to use at the event. Initially, they'll only be able to, on the start of Friday, they'll only be able to handle the ticket sales that have been done online. But from about 6 o'clock, they'll also be able to sell photo ops using cash as well. So you have those options. Now, the guests will all be taking part in photo ops. And just to confirm, we will not be using plexiglass as some other events do. We won't be using plexiglass in the photo ops. You don't have to wear masks in the photo ops either. We are, for the guest safety, though, asking for a no-touch policy in the photo ops. We have some banners around the place giving ideas of no-touch photo poses to keep it fun and so you can still get a good photo op. But we are asking that for safety that we have no touches with the poses. Now, the prices of photo ops are as follows. Emma Caulfield's going to be £30. Harry Groner is going to be £30. Alison Scagliotti is going to be £30. Iari Limon is £25. Camden Toy is £20. Miracle Log is £20, and Georges Genti is £10. So you'll be able to purchase your photo ops for the event. You can purchase them online now. They're available from our website, and they'll be available to purchase online. You can purchase them using your credit card until 30 minutes before each photo session. You'll also have the option to be able to purchase them at cash at the event as well. Now, as well as the photo ops, all the attendees will be able to get all the attendees will also be able to get autographs from the guests, and you'll be able to get some free autographs from the guests as well. Now, as we said, on the Friday, we have registration and the photo sales opening. We'll also have the autograph desk opening as well. And that's where you'll be able to purchase autographs and 10x8s of the guests from that. That'll be open on Friday afternoon. Now, so you're aware, the regular guests, all attendees get a free ticket, get a free autograph from one of the regular guests. You have to provide an item, so you could bring something along with you yourself, or you could use your com book or the poster we give out. And the extra guests, you have to purchase an autograph from them, although a 10x8 photo of them is included in that purchase. Now, if you wanted to buy autographs from the extra guests or purchase some additional autographs from the regular guests, then the prices are as follows. Emma Caulfield, who is an extra guest, she's £15. Harry Groner, who is a regular guest, he's £15 as well. Camden Toy is an extra guest, he's £10. Iari Limon is a regular guest, she's £10. Miracle Laurie is a regular guest, and she's £10. Alison Scagliotti is a regular guest and is at £10. And Georges Genti is a regular guest and is at £10. So you have an autograph included from all the regular guests included in your ticket price. And if you wanted to purchase any additional autographs, those are the prices. Now, on the Friday evening, the event will start properly Friday evening, and we'll open up the main hall around between 7 to 7:30, and we'll have an opening ceremony at 8 o'clock. And that's when all the guests come on stage and they take part in the opening ceremony. Straight away after the opening ceremony, we're going to be having the meet and greet reception. Now, we're going to have to hold it a bit differently because we're in a different venue at the Marriott Hotel, and we only have one hall that's suitable for both the disco and also the meet and greet reception. So we're going to hold the meet and greet reception for the gold ticket holders. That's going to go on till about 10 to 11 o'clock, and then we're going to have the party back in the main hall after that, although we're going to have some disco music and party stuff going on in the hotel bar, which is right next door to where the hotel, where the main hall is. So that's how it's going to go on the Friday evening. Now, and how it goes when you arrive at the event and how registration is. Now, to go through the Saturday morning, the way it goes on the Saturday and Sunday, we very much have a set schedule, all the Starfury events, and it very much goes, we have photo sessions in the morning, and then from 12 noon, we have the guest talks, and then we have autographs in the afternoon. We like to have the photos in the morning, so it gives us time to print up the photos in case anybody wants to get those signed. And we try and keep them all separate so that people get to do everything that we offer at the event and try and minimize as many schedule clashes as possible. Now, to let you know, the photo sessions are going to start at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. And on Saturday morning, Alison Scagliotti and Miracle Laurie are going to start the photo sessions at 9 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, we have a group photo. And then from 10:30, you'll be able to get photos with Emma Caulfield, Harry Groner, Georges Genti, Iyari Limon, and Camden Toy. And that's how the photo sessions will go. Then we'll have in the main hall, we have the guest talks going on. And from 12 noon, Alison Scagliotti will be on stage. That'll be followed from 1 p.m. We've got Miracle Laurie and Georges Genti together on stage. At 2 p.m., we have Harry Groner and Camden Toy together on stage. And then the final guest talk of the day will be held at 3 p.m., and that's Emma Caulfield and Iyari Limon. Now, straight away, after the guest talks, we have the autograph sessions taking place. And on the Saturday autograph sessions, we're going to be going through the gold ticket holders. So if you've got a gold ticket, you'll be going through first on the Saturday. We'll see how far we get. If you're a regular ticket holder and you can only attend for the Saturday, let us know and we'll make sure then that you still get all your autographs. Now, as I said, it's going to be a no-touch policy for the photo sessions in the morning. Now, one of our other COVID precautions for the autograph sessions in the afternoons. Now, as we say, masks are not mandatory, but there are some guests who will request that attendees wear masks when they get their autographs from them. So if you're somebody who who's not able to wear a mask, we're asking you to do that for just a couple of minutes when you get those guests' autographs. We'll have masks available in the autograph room, so you can just grab one of those off them and we can go on from there, and you can take it off as soon as you've got the autograph. Okay. Now, moving on, in the evening, once the autographs are finished, on Saturday evening, we'll be having the cosplay competition, and that'll be at 8:30. And then at 9 o'clock, we have a disco that goes on until 2 a.m. Now, on the Sunday, it follows a similar pattern. There's a few differences. Now, the photo ops on Sunday, that's going to start at 10 p.m. We have a Buffy group available. So that's just the Buffy guests, Emma Caulfield, Iyari Limon, Camden Toy, and Harry Groner. While separately, you can get photos from 10 a.m. with Georges Genti and Camden Toy. And from 10:30, we'll have the photo ops going on with Emma Caulfield, Iyari Limon, Harry Groner, Alison Scagliotti, and Miracle Laurie. We'll have a variety of photo options available of combinations. If you say wanted to have Emma Caulfield and Iari Limon together or so forth, then you should just you'll be able to see what combinations we have available by looking at Growtix. So if you just check there, you'll see what combinations that we have. Now, that's how it's going to go. On the Sunday in the afternoon, we're then going to have our guest talks, and the guest talks are going to start from 12. Now, from 12 until 1, we have Georges Genti on stage. This is then followed from 1 till 2 when we have Alison Scagliotti and Miracle Laurie together on stage. From 2 till 3, we then have Camden Toy and Iari Limon. And then from 3 till 4, we have Emma Caulfield and Harry Groner. So those will be how the guest talks go. At 4 o'clock, we're then going to have the final round of autographs. And then at 7 p.m., we're going to have the closing ceremony when we bring it all to a close. Then the disco is going to be at 8 p.m. and that's going to go until 2 in the morning. So that's how the Vampire Ball's going to go. So that's all the details of the schedule for that. We're actually putting that all into an email this weekend, and we're sending an email out which will give people details of the schedule, of how to pre-purchase photo ops, and what our COVID safety precautions are. So that's all the details. We'll be sending that in an email, but that's the Vampire Ball. That's our next event, and that's taking place next Friday, and I'm looking forward to seeing those of you who are attending that event. Also, just you may have heard me say that the Renaissance Hotel, which has been shut down, is shut until November 20th. I've had that recently confirmed. I hadn't been promoting Destiny as we weren't sure about the availability of the venue, but I have now had it confirmed that the Renaissance will be back open for Destiny, and that event is still taking place on New Year's Eve party. And the thing about Destiny is that it's absolutely free to anybody who's attended our events that took place this year or has a ticket for one of our events that's taking place next year. It's not a regular convention. There's no autograph signings or photo sessions or guest talks. It's just a party. It's a free party for you to come along and celebrate New Year with your convention family. And it should be a lot of fun. And I hope that you all get to join us, and tickets are free. So, and if you have somebody, if you've got a friend or a relative or a partner who hasn't done a Starfury event, so isn't eligible for a free ticket, you can actually purchase tickets as well. So that's Starfury Destiny. Now, last week, that's all the details on the Vampire Ball. And I don't really have much new information on my events for next year, as I've been very much focused on Crossroads and Enchanted and the Vampire Ball. So we'll be doing an update probably in later November, when I'll be able to give you more updates on the guests and what's going on with 2022 and our events, and maybe announcing 1 or 2 more events as well. But before we close, we had last week, we had Enchanted 3, which was our final ever event for fans of Once Upon a Time. Now, it was very, very sad to have to bring that event to an end, but I felt we could still have some fun activities for fans of the show and for fans of Once Upon a Time who attended Enchanted or just follow Starfury. So what we've got going on tonight is I've got a competition going on for fans of Once Upon a Time, and also for collectors of Funko Pops. Because what I've got is I've got not 1, but 2, but 3 very rare, what they call it when they say they've sold 3 Funko Pops they don't produce anymore. So what do we got here? Well, we have a Zelina Pop. We have a Prince Charming Pop. And we have a Captain Hook Pop. And these pops, now the Prince Charming Pop has been signed by Josh Dallas, and he signed that at Enchanted 2. The Zelina Pop has been signed by Bex Madder, and she signed that at the first Enchanted event. And we have a Hook Pop, and that was signed by Colin O'Donoghue last week. And we have the opportunity for you guys to win all 3 of those pops. So you can win yourself a free pop signed by a member of the Once Upon a Time cast, a collection of 3 of them. So that's something quite special for fans of Once Upon a Time and for Funko Pop collectors. And if you want an opportunity to win one of these 3 pops, all you have to do is go on our Twitter page, and we've put a tweet out, and all you have to do is follow us on Twitter and retweet that tweet. And I'm going to pick somebody, and that somebody is going to win these 3 pops. 3 rare signed pops signed by the cast of Once Upon a Time. All you have to do is follow us on Twitter and retweet it to be in with a chance of being a winner. So that's all we have time for tonight. I just wanted to run through what the schedule was and what our precautions were for our Vampire Ball that is taking place next weekend. If you're coming along to that, I look forward to seeing you along at that. You can also get yourself a free ticket to Destiny. As I said, I'd love to see you along at that. We're going to have a great party. Otherwise, hopefully I'll see you at one of our events next year. We'll have another Facebook Live sometime once I've got the Vampire Ball out of the way, and we can go through what our events are next year, what new events are coming, and what guests we've got booked for them. In the meantime, have a great night, and I hope to see you next weekend.